Is this the easiest way to take out an iPhone screen? In this video, I'll be showing you how to remove an iPhone screen using a heat plate instead of a heat gun. This method works great, especially on models like the iPhone 12 or newer, so I don't end up damaging a good screen. I'll be walking you through each step. I'll share some tips I've learned along the way to make the process smoother and faster. So let's dive in. Now that the two pentlobe screws are out, I'll be placing the iPhone on a heat plate. I'm setting the temperature to 90 degrees Celsius. This is enough to soften the adhesive without damaging the phone. If you're using a heat plate for the first time, don't worry, this temperature works like a charm. Once the phone is heated up for a couple minutes, I'll grab my pry tool and gently start wiggling it around the edges of the screen. You want to move really slowly here, applying a little pressure each time. And while I do this, I'll be applying 99% rubbing alcohol to help loosen up the adhesive. Just apply a little bit as you go and keep gently wiggling the tool. I'm going to keep repeating the process of wiggling the pry tool and applying rubbing alcohol. If I find that the screen isn't loosening fast enough, I'll put the phone back on the heat plate for a few more seconds. This helps to soften the adhesive even more. Then I'll continue with the pry tool and rubbing alcohol. This process takes a while, so please be gentle. Take your time so you won't damage the screen. Remember, we only do this process if we're trying to protect the screen from damaging even further. So for screens that are really good, not damaged, and you want to take them out, for example, you want to fix the back camera of an iPhone, you need to take the good screen out. In that sense, we wouldn't want to damage the good screen. I can't stress enough how slow and steady actually does win the race here. We want to make sure we don't damage the screen in this process, so please take your time. I'll speed up the video here to save us some time. So once I start seeing a small opening, I can switch to a guitar pick. This helps me slide around the edges even more easily without damaging the screen. As I go, I'll keep applying rubbing alcohol, especially to the sides, and work my way towards the top. The slower and steady you go, the less likely you damage the screen. I always follow this method, especially when trying to save a perfectly working screen. If the screen is already damaged, you can speed up the process. But for an intact screen, slow and steady is the way to go. Now I'm getting closer to the top of the phone. Both sides and the bottom are lifted. So I'll focus on wiggling and applying rubbing alcohol to the two top corners to finish the job. This method has been the easiest for me, especially on newer iPhone models. Now that I've successfully removed the screen, I'll power the phone back on and do a quick touch test to make sure everything's working properly. You always want to check before reassembling. And there you have it. This is how I take a screen without damaging it. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you know any faster or easier way to remove iPhone screens. Or if you have any questions or repair requests. I'm always eager to learn and share what I know. So let's help each other grow as a community. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out our video on the right, and for phone repair tips, check out our playlist on the left. Also, if you'd like to know when we drop new content, subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.